Good evening, YouTube. Sean Holland II coming to you from a cloudy Kansas on my way home. Welcome to another edition of Work to Home Vibes. Hopefully everybody had a good day today. I know I did. One of those days where I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget these kind of days that I have. Hopefully everybody was able to get everything done that they needed to. Hopefully everybody hopefully everybody sorry, I'm just checking something here. All right. Anyway, hopefully everybody had a good day. Hopefully everybody had a productive day at work. Hopefully everybody was able to get as much done as they could before the day ended. As always, like, share, and subscribe, and follow, and like, share, subscribe, and comment to this video. Sheldon Ponder, Sheldon Ponder II. Also, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Tony Gumbel, T-O-N-G, I'm sorry, Tonygumm, M as in Mary, B as in boy, EL 21. That's Tony Gumbel 21. All right. The MLB season is almost over. The regular season is almost over. Hopefully, everyone's team that they live is going to make it to the playoffs. If not the playoffs, then maybe the wild card. The Royals, however, are not. And the reason why the Royals are not is because their pitching is horrible. Pitching is horrible. When you're going the first 7.5, 8 innings, and then the top comes off the thing, then the ish hits the fan. Now, why does that happen? Probably because our offense isn't good. That could be one reason. Or our defense isn't good. That could be another reason. We have some good players on the team. We really do. But if we are going to be championship caliber, then we need to put our money. The Royals need to put the Royals need to put their money where their mouth is. Now, is it going to be an easy task over the winter? No. During the off season? No, it's not. It's not. It never is. Because you have to decide who you're going to keep and who you're going to let go. Who you're going to keep is the easy part. That's the easy part. Who you're going to let go is going to be the hard part. Now, I can honestly say that there is a strong possibility that in the World Series, and I'm still calling it, that the Cubs and the Red Sox are going to be in the World Series together. And the reason why I say that is because look at their records. Their records are phenomenal. Boston won 100 plus games this season. That is unheard of in their existence. That is unheard of. And the Cubs always find a way to smoke teams in the ninth inning. Always have, always can smoke a team in the ninth inning. If they're down, Javi Baez will do something. Ian Happ will do something. Uh, uh, Wilson Contreras will do something. Uh, Ben Zobrist. Just a host of different guys that can score and win a game. That can score and win a game. That's why they won the World Series. You never, ever, 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 ever count the Cubs out. And it took them 108 years to do it. It took them over 100 years to do it. But guess what? They did it. And they are continuing to do it. As long as you keep that team together, you'll be fine. You will. But if you break up that team, if you break up any team who has won a World Series, guess what? It's going to be hard to get back there. They did it in 16. They almost did it in 17. 18 is probably they're probably going to make it. But at the same time, though, there are going to be teams who are going to miss it, who are going to miss the postseason. Royals are one of them. So I have some people who they should keep and who they should let go. Ned Yost, they should let him go. The reason why they should let him go is because he's a winning coach, but not that much. You should get someone like a Lou Piniella or a Dusty Baker. Dusty Baker knows how to win. Lou Piniella knows how to win too. But see, Dusty Baker was 6 outs away from going to the World Series 15 years ago. 15 years ago, Dusty Baker was inches away, were 3 outs away from going to the World Series. Imagine had the Cubs gone to the World Series in '03, who knows what would have happened. And they're all one. The Cubs wanted to blame the fans wanted to blame Steve Bartman, but it wasn't Steve Bartman's fault though. Moises Alou knew that the ball was going out of play. Now, could he have caught it? Maybe. He could have caught it. That could have been the third out. Boom. Guess what? They're going to the World Series off top. But because they didn't, they ended up going to a game 7, and they ended up losing game 7. Or I think that was game 6. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's old. That's all old news. But when they won in 2016, the monkey was off their back and the goat was out of the way. Now, is it possible that they can do it again? Yeah, it's possible. But they have some good teams to play against. You saw how good Cleveland was. Cleveland took them to a game 7. Cleveland took them to a game 7. Cleveland was up 3-1, and the lid came off. Cleveland was up 3-1, and the lid for them came off. They let the Cubs come back 3-2. They let them come back again, tied 3-3. Finally, game 7 comes along, and it's over for them. They're looking pretty good this year, too. It's a possibility that it could be round 2. And during round 2, it might be another game 7. You never know. You just never know. Subsequently, it could be the Cubs. It could be a host of different teams in the World Series. I don't want to get ahead of myself and say, oh, it's going to be the Cubs and the Astros, and then it's not. And then it's not. I'm not going to do that. When we get closer to the postseason and closer to uh, the ALCS and the NLCS and the NLDS and the ALDS, then that's when I'll start making my predictions. But, you know, not every team is going to make the World Series. You saw how long it took the Astros to get there. It took them 13 years to get there. 13 years ago, they played against the White Sox. White Sox beat them. They got their retribution in 2017. In 12 years, they have been through so much, going from an NL team to an AL team, and then they go to the World Series, and it seemed like the Dodgers didn't even come to play. You know, it didn't even seem like the Dodgers came to play. It looked like they were just there to showboat. Sorry, that's the wind hitting the hood. You know, at least give them, at least you know, play. At least come to play. Don't think, oh yeah, they're gonna be easy to beat, because they're not. No team in the National League or the American League is easy to beat. Let's just get that out the way right now. No one on the AL team or the NL team is easy to beat, especially now with all these power hitters. Guys throwing 100+ mile an hour fastballs to you, and you're wondering, where did it go? Yet you struck out. Ever figure that out? No, I didn't think so. But not every team in the National or the American League is going to make it. The A's, they clinched. Boston, I don't know why Boston is messing up now. Boston has lost his last 2 games. I'm a Boston fan. I watched them win their first World Series in 2004. I was 14. I needed to go to sleep, but I couldn't because I was too busy worrying about what Boston was doing. Boston won the World Series 07, 2004, 2007, and 2013. That was the last time they won. And it looks like they're on course to do that again in 2018. Now, you realize that this is a 3-year thing. They won in 04, they then won in 07, then they won in 2013. So it's a 5-year difference. It's a 5-year difference. So who? So what's going to happen if the Boston Red Sox? They are a good team too. They have David Price, who's you know decent. He's not the David Price that we saw when he was playing for Tampa Bay. Um, Jackie Bradley Jr. You have um, just a host of guys on that team. You still have Dustin Pedroia, who is tremendous at what he does. And, you know, you're going to have fun. They are going to have a lot of fun. Now, I wish that, whoever's going to make it to the wild card, I'm going to do a video on that. This is what I'm going to do because I'm passionate about both, you know. And when the NBA starts up again, which I still need to do a video on that because I have strong feelings about that. But that might be tomorrow's video. I keep putting it off because I want the NBA video to be a long one because I have a lot of stuff to say about the NBA. And like I said, that might be tomorrow's video. It might be Thursday's video. I'm just not sure yet. I need to figure out when I'm going to put that out. But the MLB is starting to come back because you have good teams playing a tough sport. You have good teams playing a tough sport. It's tough to try and hit 100-mile-an-hour fastball. It's hard. It's hard. Believe me. I played softball before, and softball is nothing like Major League Baseball. You know, softball you toss it up like that. Baseball, it's just coming at you, and if you aren't ready, life will come at you fast. Life will hit you and make you rethink some things. Believe that. But I love baseball. You know, I wish I could have played baseball when I was a kid because I probably would have been good at it. Would I have probably gone to the MLB? Yes and no. Yes and no. I probably would, but then again, I probably wouldn't. Who knows? But at the same time, though, you know, baseball is not an easy sport to play. You have guys coming from all walks of life throwing 100+ mile an hour fastballs at you, curveballs, changeups, uh, left uh, uh, left-handed pitcher, right-handed pitcher, and then you have to play the field, which is not easy too because it's humongous. And then if you're in a if you're in a if you're in a town that people are just so passionate about their team and you win, guess what? They aren't gonna like that too much. But if you lose, then they're all like, "Yay, they lost! Woohoo!" My favorite team, my favorite teams are the Boston Red Sox, the Chicago Cubs, and the Kansas City Royals. Those three teams, forget about it. Now, what I would do is I would get rid of Ned Yost, take him out of there because you know he's not the winning coach that he was in years prior. I would, and you know, there'd be so many people that I would get rid of, but so many people that I would keep. Like I would get rid of Ian Kennedy and bring in Bartolo Colon. I would keep. Obviously, you have to keep Mondesi. Mondesi is Adalberto Mondesi. I don't know what his name is, but Adalberto Mondesi, whatever. I keep him. You definitely have to keep Alex Gordon. Keep uh, definitely have to keep uh, Salvador Perez. That guy brings the. But you know, and give up some people. You know, there's a pitcher Herrera. You can get rid of him. Get rid of all of the people who are not going to help you win. Because when you start spring training, you want to be that team that everybody's going to focus their eyes on. Say, wow, they're doing a good job. They're doing a job that, you know, only certain people wish that they could do. That's how it should be. But it's not like that. And the reason why it's not like that is because the Royals, and here's the thing, I'm going to end this video here in a minute. The Royals are scared to put up big money for someone who will really help them over the edge. That's how I feel. I feel like the Royals are scared to, give someone big money to play for them and help them win. That's how I feel about it. And that's honestly how I feel about it. I feel that way because it's true. You want to compete with the Bostons and the Chicagos and the LA and the Houston. You got to get some good players. You got to be able to give up a lot of good players to get players like that on the team. That's what you have to do. I mean, look at the Chiefs. Look at what they're doing. They got rid of Alex Smith. Tamahali is there, but he isn't there. Derek Johnson, they let go. Albert Wilson, they let go. And look at them now. They're sitting pretty at 3-0. At 3-0, they are sitting pretty. That's what you're going to have to do with the Royals. You're going to have to get rid of some people to get some better people. Now, I'm not going to say here's what they should have done. If they wanted the same people that they had on the 2015 squad, they should have at least kept half of them and let the other, keep 3/4 of them, but let several of them go. Because in hindsight, if you are not willing to contribute to the team winning, then what what's the point? What is the solid point? It's like, is there a point? No, there is no point. But see, they're doing it because guess what? They want to be relevant. They want to be relevant. Relevant. And you're not going to be relevant unless you give up some people. Once you give up some people, then then you can start determining who is willing to go the distance. Like I said about the NFL. If you have a decent season, you get a contract. If you have a season where you're doing numbers, you get a contract. If you have a season and you're just doing mediocre, mediocre. Oh, excuse me. There might be a possibility you might not get a contract. But as I said, if it is your contract year, I would hope to everything that is going on that you will play to the best of your ability. If I were part of any organization, whether that be MLB, NFL, NBA, NHL, MLS, I would do whatever, and I was a GM, oh, you better believe I would be looking at everybody's tape. I'd be looking at everybody's tape to determine who we're keeping and who we're letting go. That's what you have to do. To all the executives out there, all the GMs, before you start making your determination on who you're going to keep and who you're going to let go, look at their tape. If their tape is good, start drawing up a contract. If it's bad, say I'm sorry. You're gonna have to wait till next season. If they want, if they threaten to hold out, then let them hold out. You're not. You know what? The team is not losing a wink of sleep by letting someone hold out. That's bad on their part. You did everything that you could to get them the best contract that you could. And then they're saying, well, no, we want more money. They're being selfish. They are being selfish. And the reason why they're being selfish is because they feel like they can, like, their play was great enough to get a contract. No. You played good enough, you are considered for a contract. If you play good enough, what I would do, and this is me speaking, and I'm almost finished. I know I'm going over. If it were me, I would have each and every player set up goals for themselves. At the end of the year, I will look at each and every one of those goals. Then I will look at the tape, see if they had enough, power or juice to get the job done. If they did, if they went over what they said they were going to do, they get a contract. They are considered for a contract. They wouldn't get a contract. They would be considered for one. If they did, mediocre, not too good, not too bad, they'd be considered for a contract. But if they just did god awful horrible, they're not getting a contract. I don't care. Say, oh, we're going to walk if you don't give me a contract. Well, go ahead then. I'm not losing a wink of sleep. The team is not losing a wink of sleep. The only person that's losing is the one that isn't on that field, that doesn't get that game check, i.e., Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell's not getting the contract that he wants. He's sitting there looking. He's sitting there looking goofy while another running back is taking his spot and tearing up yards like it's tacos. But yet you don't want to sign a franchise tag. You don't want to sign a franchise tag, but you would rather be on a jet ski and on Twitter saying this is probably the last. Putting up a video saying that this is probably the last time that you're in a uniform, in a Pittsburgh Steelers uniform. That's really how you feel. All right, then GM Shelton would let you walk, and GM Shelton would send you on your way. The entire point of having a team is to win. All of that holding out stuff, that's just stuff that you don't need to do. It's what they call extracurricular activities. Show your butt up at the stadium, put the time in, practice your butt off. That way, when it comes to game day, you're able to prove the naysayers wrong. You don't do that, guess what? Adios, muchachos. Same thing goes for the NBA. Same thing goes for the MLB. Same thing goes for the MLS. In the MLB, if it is your contract year, I hope to everything that I love that you are able to get the job done. If you say that you're going to have a gold glove season, you better put in the gold glove time to make that happen. Because if not, I'm not giving you a contract. I am not giving you a contract. This is a uh, uh, This is a talent show. I lost my train of thought right there. I'm sorry. I promise I'm almost done. This is a talent show. You prove yourself worthy or unworthy. You prove yourself worthy, you get considered for a contract. If you prove yourself unworthy, forget about the contract. You're not getting it. You are not getting that contract if I were a GM. You are not getting a contract until you prove yourself worthy. You set yourself up for 20 home runs, you better be knocking out 25. Because at the end of the year, if I were GM, I'd be looking at everybody's tape and saying, I'd be looking at everybody's tape, taking notes, gathering with the coaches, saying this is who we're keeping, this is who we're letting go. In the discussion, I'm done. That's it. All right, YouTube, that's it. That is the end of my rant. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Once again, as always, like, share, subscribe, and comment to my video and videos. Shelton Ponder the second or Shelton Ponder, whichever one you feel right. Also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at TonyGumble21. And remember, as always, live your life the way that you want to live it, not the way someone else wants you to. YouTube, it's been fun. I gotta go. I will see you all tomorrow morning.